Yeah, you can't tell, huh? No, this is the Japanese
Oh,
soldier.
I see.
It's a uniform. Yeah, I know, I can't tell.
Yeah.
It's another Nisei right too. You know, how do you
Just
do
like
that?
cousins.
Battlefield. Yeah, they had to have the bodyguard, right?
Yeah.
Tall, white, blonde hair, blue-eyed bodyguard. 6 foot, with the haired up with the Nisei, because you can't tell. There's so many stories in it. You get all mixed up, right? So.
Hopefully until they open their mouth.
Yeah, that's what they had to do. One guy was skinny dipping. He had a rash of skin. That's Marvin Ronson's brother, Gene. Skinny dipping. An eager GI catches him, hauls him into the unit. I got a jab. He has to talk fast. Like, well, I know the Yankees, I know the Dodgers, I know who won the World Series.
Yeah.
Where's the commanding officer?
Yeah, that happened to my dad too.
Oh, he did that too?
He almost got shot by his own guys, but what saved him was he was whistling an American tune.
Yeah, talk fast.
It's an American song, yeah.
Oh my God.
Where did that occur?
Huh?
Where did it occur?
He was at Leyte.
Oh,
Late.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, too many. There were 10 civilians, and then there were a lot more Department of Justice. So if you were in first generation Issei and you got rounded up after Pearl Harbor, they sent you another camp. They immediately sent them to all the leaders in the Issei, publishers, reverends, Buddhist reverends. They sent them to a Justice Department internment camp. And those were all over the country. Texas, New Mexico,
Texas,
North Dakota, and then the civilians came soon later. All the,
You have the one in Hawaii.
oh
Honolulu.
yeah, Department of Justice
Yeah.
in Sand Island.
Sand
It's on the
Yeah, in Sand
motion
Island.
and
Oh, they were
Justice.
developing
Yeah,
justice.
yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. And then I think did they get through? Some of them came through Angel Island even, and then were detained there, and then they were paroled to the mainland camps.
Yeah.
Right.
At the end of the war, they went to America.
So if you're lucky, you get paroled to the other you get paroled to the civilian camps.
So these were considered detention.
Yeah, we call
those
them
were
detention. You know, they call them.
Justice.
Yeah, they're like WRA, War Relocation
Authority ran
Authority.
these. Yeah, the Department
Which
of
is-
Justice ran the other camps.
Yeah, was it Department Interior? Department?
Yeah. So I went to Sakakita's wake.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
And his wife, Cherry.
Cherry's in Hawaii now.
Oh, is she?
Yeah,
Where
yeah. I think she's in a home, a retirement home. I gotta call Wayne. I'll find out where it is. You want me to find out? Okay. So I'll find out.
Hey, but if you call Wayne, tell him hello for me.
Okay.
Oh, in Maryland.
Yeah, he's still there. He's still there.
Yeah.
I think she has a sister in Hawaii or something. So she's another sister in Hawaii, in Honolulu. So I'll find out where she is.
Yeah, I was telling Brian that I worked for Wayne's brother, Ralph Kiyosaki, was superintendent of education.
Oh,
one time.
Okay, that's the
Yeah.
Kiyosaki. Oh,
Yeah, that's Cherry's brother.
Oh, okay. I see.
So, that's why when I was brought up in Hawaii, among these Japanese
Yeah.
So when this thing came about, I thought, wow, how can we do that to the Japanese? So when I went to Congress, that's why, I did all I can.
Yeah,
different
thank
ways
you.
to help, the Japanese. But when some people ask me, why are you doing it? I said, I really want the country to know Japanese, and the Japanese people.
There's a Colorado school. There even was a school in Okinawa. After the war. Tokyo. Anybody who went to a language training school found their name.
That's why, up in the Senate, I was trying to get them. So even for these wars like Iraq and all, that they really need a strategy like MIS.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you can work better with that nation, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
You're having problems with.
Yeah. It wasn't until the final phase of the Iraq War that DLI,
Yeah.
they told us they had adopting what the NISA were doing. So 10 years late, but they finally kind of learned from that, and their whole strategy of acculturation,
Yeah.
get the people who are in the community, language sensitivity. It's not, and it's just not the language; it's the culture. Understand?
Yeah, that's right. And you know, then generally, what I
That's
was
now their curriculum.
saying, you
That
know,
long.
don't give all your attention to the officials or the leaders.
Yeah.
You got to give some attention to the people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's essentially what their mission was. Their mission was to interpret what MacArthur's policies were to the Japanese people, at the same time bring up to the officials,
Yeah,
what the wishes and desires of the Japanese people
we've got to
are.
educate the
Yeah.
officials.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't there a big Hawaii connection to this list? There has to be a lot of Hawaiian
Yeah.
Japanese
I
on
would
this
think.
Yeah.
Oh,
list.
I would think so.
Since,
There's a lot of.
Well,
Yeah.
Sandra was
Yeah.
saying that they were recruited from the 100
Yeah,
Italian
yeah,
here
yeah,
stateside.
yeah. And they came here and they started splitting. So some went to the MIS school, and others went to.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know how many. Is
Oh,
the research
I don't
done on that?
know. Because
Oh, my
sometimes they originally came from